Today I'm going to talk about Lainey and her makeup. This is Spin for Perfect Skin. It is a sponsored product placement. Here's Lainey smiling next to the different heads of the product she's sponsoring. She's this is a brush that is up, and she's now washing her face, and she's using this Clearasil to prepare her face for. And now she's scrubbing her face with a scrubber. That is a sponsored product placement. I need to talk about it for a certain duration. It is a efficient exfoliating machine mechanism that you should use a lot in the shower, or not. You could just use it in front of the mirror like Lainey's doing here. You can also get your nose like this. That's good job, Lainey. And also your forehead. You could rub it all over your forehead like that. Isn't that exciting? And you won't have as many flaky skin things coming off your face using this product. So with that being said, Lainey's washing her face now, washing all the dead skin off with a towel. Towels are made of fabric. Random fact for you. That's all the equipment there. Very cool. Very, very Gazmo gadgetry-ism. Yes. And let's apply some more Claritin, Clarisil. I don't know. She's applying more on her face, though. Got to make sure it's extra clean before she applies makeup, which she's now about to do. That looks like she's applying lip gloss under her eyes, which is odd. I wouldn't expect her to do that. But you know, I would use it for moisturizer too. And now she's applying the egg sponge to her face to spread out the lip gloss looking stuff. And that will even up around her eyes. I imagine it's to brighten up her eyes. Exciting. And now she's holding up something. I don't know what that was, but she is now looking in the mirror and dotting her face to make sure that there's a pretty decent distribution of her foundation so she can balance out her skin look. It's very exciting. Definitely paying a lot of attention under the eyes. I guess she's really worried about that specific area. Not sure why. I think her face looks fantastic without any of that foundation stuff. And you know, this would actually be really helpful if we could see her face, but unfortunately she's holding up a giant block in front of her face. So that leaves me little to comment on. Gosh darn it. Well, I imagine she's patting under her eye with the same sponge thing. That is, I think I did a 10 out of 10 on accuracy as to describing that. There you go. She moved it out of the way, and she is still doing the same thing. Same thing over and over, ladies. You know what the definition of insanity is? Yeah. Well, it's not applying makeup because you don't expect a different result. You want the same. Okay, so she's holding up a bottle now. She's switching out to another. She's scraping off the crud on the side of her face, I guess. Or maybe she's applying more foundation. It's generally confusing to me. She's doodling on her forehead now with the same stuff. Now she's smearing it in. Make sure all those pores are sufficiently clogged evenly, so later on you can get zits and have to buy more makeup. It never ends. Just keeps going round and round in the circle. The circle of life for companies that exploit women and their insecurities. Me too, though. I wear makeup too, so I'm not completely oblivious about what she's doing. A lot of smearing that foundation. All right, so now she is still, believe it or not, smearing her foundation. Yes, this is a video with full of excitement and tons of change and events. Probably won't even remember all the things that happened today. So much is going on. So she's smearing it all over her neck to make sure that if she's screaming at me about how stupid I am as a husband, that her face doesn't look different than her neck. Okay, we're moving on to something else. It looks like she's now working on her pink eyes. You know, some people, they get it the natural way by getting poo-poo on their fingers and then touching their eyes, and then they have natural pink eyes. But she doesn't want to have the pain of pink eye. So instead, she's going to use makeup to turn her eyes pink without the illness. Very smart, I would say. I prefer not to have a spouse with poo-poo eyes. And now she's applying to the other eye, sufficiently poo-pooed without the poo-poo. And now she's pointing at something. I guess she's gonna she's gonna make her eye tan color. Wow. Because you're not white. You're not already tan. So let's go ahead and make ourselves tan colored. That's how they get you. That's definitely how they get you. Oh my. Anyway, so now she's smearing that tan all over her tan eyelid. And nope, she's switching out now to dark brown. She's a white girl everywhere else, but her eyelids, no. They got sass. They got culture. They got a little bit of ebony. Some of that beautiful ebony culture that we have in our country. You know, ebony matters. It's important. It's important to integrate into your eyelids. And we're still actually here. I would have thought that we would have moved on by now to something else, but, you know, let's just rely on my commentary. Hope I don't have a mental breakdown while trying to think of things to say about the same thing happening over and over again on camera. Okay, so we're going to move on in 3, 2, 1, on to something new. Yep, there we go. Eyebrow darkener, you know? Because if you don't have your eyebrows showing up, ladies, you'll look like Satan, okay? You pluck your eyebrows so thin, and then what's left? Just a Satan-looking face. So you gotta use this eyebrow darkener to make it so we can see your eyebrows. And guys, don't run away screaming in horror. They're not supposed to find out that you're the devil until they divorce you. Then they'll know. But for now, keep up with the eyebrows. Very good job, ladies. So she is still working on that eyebrow. I guess when she pre-edited this footage, she didn't think, hey, maybe I should speed up the footage so Greg doesn't have to talk for 4 hours. Well, we're moving on to something else. Just kidding. We're still on eyebrows. I swear to God, I'm having a nervous breakdown, guys. Let's move on, maybe. You know what? Let's do a countdown to the next non-eyebrow, non-Satan-looking person step, okay? So we'll do 5, 4, count with me, 3, 2, 1, and we're moving on to eyebrows. We're still on eyebrows. Okay. So she has a little smirk on her face. It's almost like she can hear me struggling to entertain people with commentary revolving around the same activity over and over again, not really changing that much because of how mundane and repetitive the makeup application process is. I haven't even edited any of this out. I'm just going off the top of my mind. Okay, so I guess right now she is saying something to me. I don't think I was in the room when she made this. I wonder who she's talking to. Maybe she's talking to Sarah. Sarah. You know, Sarah is actually an Egyptian name. It means dumb. Yeah. Yeah, Sarah means dumb. Okay, so we're moving on to something else. It is a eyeliner. She's lining her eyes with black. Once you go black around the eyes, well, you may need to file a domestic violence report to the police, which many people encourage Lainey to do on a regular basis, despite the fact that I've never hit her. Isn't that funny? It's so funny how people will say you're abusive when you don't even hit anybody, you know? She can call you, like, whatever she wants, you know? And you say, hey, do the goddamn dishes, and suddenly, oh no, we gotta call the cops. That's why we need feminism. All right, so we're moving on to more black eyes. She did it to herself, officer. She gave herself that black eye with her makeup, not with my fists. Wow, we're still on this. We're still on this. So I really need to go down the rabbit hole into the zone where you guys realize what's really on my mind, because there's no filter anymore. I've given up on filter. The filter's given out. You used the filter up too long. I've been talking too long. So now all I can talk about is the beaten up black eyes. Rihanna, don't forget Chris Brown, okay? Don't forget what he did to Rihanna, okay? You see a rap artist, I see a guy who punched Rihanna in the face. You know, it's like 9/11. We never forget, Chris Brown. We never forget what you did. And I don't even know a single one of your songs because I'm better than everyone who listens to you, okay? I don't know. You know what? We're getting off track. Let's go back. Oh, she looked at the camera. That was cute. Anyway, let's go back to these black eyes. God, I really wish she would have edited this better because I am just talking in circles. Well, hopefully the YouTube algorithm is appreciative and gives me them extra watch minutes so we can get more views on this video. Take this opportunity to like this video if you hate children. That's right. Dislike this video. Sorry. Yeah, no, dislike this video if you hate children. Okay. All right. So she is now doing that freaky eye thing where she, you see it, right? She's every single time she pulls up on the eyelash thing. It looks like she's showing you a little bit of her evil. You know, a little bit of that deep, dark evil in her soul underneath all that. She's like, hey, I got a big eyeball under here, and it's looking at you. It is looking at you, and I got those crazy eyes. That's its secret look into my demon soul, showing you that eye, an eyeball underneath. And now we're moving on. Thank God we're moving on to something else. Okay, so she is applying lip gloss to her beautiful lips. I actually feel her lips right now. It's a wonderful feeling. And she has a deep pinkness or redness to her lips, which is typically what lips look like anyway, but she's emphasizing the pinkness. So when people look at her, they go, damn, she has poison ivy lips. What did she infect herself with? Get this girl to the hospital. Lips aren't supposed to look like that. That's not natural. All right, so that's done. Peace. Thanks, guys.